We're here with Mr. Dent Wildman Myers.
Yes.
Here today to show some of the items in his collection. We're beginning with some weaponry here. Anything you'd like to say about this material here?
Well, this is all these weapons are 1898 or prior, which doesn't require a permit to purchase. They're not considered a firearm right now, so some politicians decide to do that. But all of them primarily were used either during the war between the states or a little bit prior to that and then reused. That one there is an import, 9-shot, 42 caliber with a 16 gauge shotgun barrel under it. So it's quite a surprise if somebody ran up on you with that, because they're used to having 6 shots. So he's got 3 more plus a shotgun. So that's pretty good, huh? Anyway, that's a tad of those. And then here we have bayonets and side knives. This is down all the boys had their picture made with during the war. Of course, that's about all they did with them. They hadn't cut corn stalks. And then we've got saddles that date from the war between the states up through World War II. Of course, we deal a few herbs and paintings too. We have loads of prints upstairs by Trioni, the better known artists, numbered, and that's one my first sergeant aide de camp did of me and him and all of us in there. And we have unguents and oils and things, for those that are magically or herbally contained. These are dug objects here, excavated. A lot of that came out of the ground right here, and so they built all these magnificent 500,000 up homes on the trenches and things. And of course we do reenactments too, uniforms, boots, everything for the reenactor. Let's see. Is Hart gone? He's gone? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And these are World War II. One's a reproduction, one's a North Germany or whatever it was, East Germany, before they tore the wall down. Then we deal in. Oh. And we have reproduction weaponry too for the reenactors. Canteens, sabers, swords, backpacks, canteens. We can outfit quite a number of people from our facilities here. Matter of fact, we've done that on a number of occasions doing movies and all. Outfitted for 40 personnel, uniforms, logistics, and all that stuff over the years. And we got Confederate money in here. This is World War II German paraphernalia, which is a pretty hot item now. Then we have just one of the meal type of stuff, like knives and folding cups. Most of those are post-war, except one. And we've got medical needles. You've got a pump where they pump the blood out of you and put arsenic in it. And signal lantern, original canteens. And photographs, we have quite a few of the old photographs. There's 3 different kinds. There's tin types, or stereotypes, daguerreotypes, and amber types. Amber types are done on glass, reverse image. Well, you probably knew that. And then we have long arm leather. Most of these are original. There's about 80% of them original, and maybe 20% the reproduction for the reenactors. This is mostly, primarily cavalry stuff here for the horseman. Stirrups, bits, cap boxes, carbine spools, and this is complete. Now this is what a Yankee soldier would wear. He would have the cottage box, cap box, belt, buckle, bayonet, and bayonet scabbard, all at one time, plus his rifle. And that's a pin fire weapon there. It uses a metallic cartridge with a pin on top of it that ignites it instead of a primer. Of course, we've got the books too. And in here, we have buckles and buttons from that era. And it's pretty scarce. This is amalgamation stuff. I can see binoculars, kippies, dug artifacts, a couple of uniforms. And this guy here, it's his sword, his North Savage revolver, his photograph, his nooks, and his records. Brought by one guy from Tennessee, documented. This is a nice bronze, Remington. I don't know whether it's a real one or not though. And this, we have a little artillery here like they used to do in the war. Indian head, arrowheads. And this is hardy plates. I don't know why they ever put those out, but they did. Somebody bought them. That's primarily what that is. Of course, that's a knapsack with outside hair on it that some of the Virginia troops used, and also some of the Yankee troops used that. It's got the hair on the outside of it. Didn't clean it up. And then we got bullet molds, measuring devices, throwing hatchets, just a little amalgamation, combination of everything in there. Handcuffs, period and original, modern. And that cantina is pretty interesting. I found that about a half mile above my home back in the 70s, I guess it was. It's down about 3 foot deep. And apparently had water in it anyway, because projectile goes in that way and comes out that way. It got deflected. That's one of my prizes there. About the only thing I kept from my 30 years of digging. I did dig a lot though. This is primarily here World War I and World War II stuff. You know, bayonets and pictures and medals and decorations. We usually don't have that much in World War II. We're working on it though. This is the tome of knowledge here. Tomes of knowledge, I should say. You know, do a lot of research for people, and talks about any subject matter you want from War between the States. It's in here. See, people got computers now; they go to that a lot, but I don't really like computers. I like to have something I can hold on to. Like my women, you know, I want something real. I don't want something you look at like a girly magazine. I want the real thing. And I want the real books I can hold on to instead of computer information. And it's about the small grist of it. Except up here we got now we do have these for the reproduction buckles. Now these are quite less expensive. The other buckles go from $2,950 up. These are like $16. The copies of the recent stuff. Of course, we go a little bit into these things too. DVDs, and what these are obsolete probably by now. And statuary. Of course, the Wildman cigar. Wildman cigar. Got to have the flip flop. And this is a. Oh, go ahead. This is a case of reproduction, bayonets, long knives and things, and buckles. Got scarves and all kind of tourist trap type of material, like souvenir glasses and cups and tags and flags, out all the flags. All of them. Got First Nation, Stars and Bars, Battle Flag, Second National, Third National, and the Bonnie Blue. We have all those different sizes.